Hi, my name is Kenny, and in this video I will be showing 3 of the other waypoints present in the LAMBS Danger FSM. The premise of this is simple. I have a small team of special ops waiting for extraction. These are all playable because all of these scripts trigger off playable units alone. So the types in question is the taskHunt, taskRush, and taskCreep. They all work on the same sort of premise. The AI does have super knowledge in a sense and will track down the player. Sniper team is over here, and you can see there's a large cone around them. That's because I have set their completion radius to 1200, and that means it is visible. By default, it is 500 for all of these. So taskRush, it says 0 here, but in fact it is 500. But you can set it to whatever you'd like. Notice that I push this out here. They'll start their hunting over here, but this will be their center. This is the area from which they will sort of radiate their hunting style. So I'll up that to 1000 as well, because why not? So I'll just take us in and we can have a look at how this works. Here we are. I'll go into spectator mode, and our team's over here. And let's have a look at the hunters first. The hunters just organize themselves in a sort of patrol fashion, and then they just start moving out in the direction of the nearest player. Their information isn't perfect. Usually they have an inaccuracy of 100 or 200 meters. On occasion, if they're far enough and not in combat, they'll actually shoot up a flare, which actually helps, I guess, the players identify where they're at, but also the hunters coordinate in between each other. So that's really them. On the other side, we have the snipers. The snipers are operating the taskCreep script, and it is quite cool. The script takes the terrain around the team and decides what kind of stance they can be in. In this case, they've chosen standing because they're in a forest, and the distance to them between them and the target is quite significant. So there's no real threat of anything happening as such. So they are now moving in this stance. The creepers will actually try to get as close as possible without opening fire. Only once they're seen will they open fire. So it can be quite scary in a busy Tanoan jungle like this. The other team is, of course, moving as well here. If we go up to the rushing mob here, the reason they haven't moved yet is because I used a simple ploy. I have put a waypoint between this and the rush waypoints, and that demonstrates a simple way of setting up staggered assaults like this. In fact, I can, if I trigger the alarmed mode, we'll see them move quite immediately. Let's also show the debugs. And here we go. taskRush mob attacks. Gillis Edwards is the chosen one. And the rushing mob is exactly what it says. They just blast ahead, try to get into the house or wherever they're at. Pretty good for Black Hawk Down type scenarios. Whereas the hunter script is a bit more, a bit calmer in a sense. And that's really it. Snipers are still a bit away from the open terrain. Once they would reach the open terrain, they will actually choose a lower posture just to keep it very, very slow and steady like this. In the case for the others, well, they're just rushing ahead like that. And yeah, there you have it. 3 AI scripts to put pressure on your players. Thank you for watching.